Everybody, welcome back to everybody in the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a little Janna action here. Now, Sona was banned. This is patch 7.11. Sona was banned, and some other stuff was banned, and I was last pick, and Janna just looked pretty good. Now, we don't have an amazing way to get on the Caitlyn. Like, both teams are pretty good. Why does he have wind speakers? I guess if he's gonna get redemption and lock it, I guess maybe that makes sense, but our team's okay. I wish our guy picked something other than Lucian. Draven was banned. But anyways, I think Janna's still amazing. I think Sona's better in a lot of matchups, but I do think that Janna is really good. Now, Janna's not great with Lucian. I mean, she's not bad with Lucian, but you'd rather have a higher scaling AD carry. They're gonna outscale us pretty bad. AD carry position. I mean, if he goes something like
Swiftly.
turn the music down a little bit here. I had music on for Sona. The DJ Sona skin that Dylan got me. It's nice to listen to. The normal music's pretty good. Usually I don't have the music on, but it's pretty soothing. I'm down. I think they should do more like soundtracks and stuff, like in-game. I think that would be really cool. I would definitely buy that, because I would like music on stream, but, you know, like this more kind of chill ambient music. And I don't want to have to worry about copyright infringement off of YouTube, so... Anyways, I picked Janna. When they have Olaf, you really don't want a lot of CC. Like, really heavily CC-dependent supports. Like, I wouldn't want to run Fiddlesticks or something to Olaf, because obviously it's not going to affect him. So the way that you deal with Olaf is you have stuff that gives... it gives either attack speed or not attack speed, like movement speed, so they can run away, or shield and heal through it, which is what I'm going with Janna. Like, I obviously can't blow him back, but I can heal through. So we're just chilling. We're gonna see which direction they went that way. Okay. So Janna's alright with Lucian. I have not found a lot of statistical success with Lucian. But now if he builds something like Essence Reaver or even Death's Dance Lucian, then that actually can be pretty good. At dueling in particular. This Zillion doesn't look like he's going to be much of a threat, probably. I mean, I can shield most of his bombs. Zillion's really only a threat if he hits double bombs on you. I mean, the Zillion plus Olaf combo is kind of going to be aggravating. But I think we can power through it later on. We've got a lot of power on this team. And Kha'Zix scales really hard. Zillion doesn't offer a lot of peel. I mean, he can save somebody once from a dive with his ultimate, but... I'm going to outscale him, like, astronomically, I think. I like our late game, and Nivea is just a monster also. Late game. I mean, Katarina is a big problem if she gets going. So, I mean, they have a good team too, but I also like our odds. Janna's still my highest win rate support. She's very good. I did have a nice little stretch with Sona last week, but then I lost 4 in a row on the last stream, unfortunately. A little rough, a little rough. I don't think it was Sona's fault, but I do think that Sona's quite strong. I don't think, like I said, I don't think that was the pick's problem, though. We just had some really mismatched teams, which happens, you know. Ooh, I don't like that. He must not have much AP. He only has 20. This feels like that did like almost no damage. Why is she so scary? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. She does damage. Nivea has really good siege, though, which is nice. So I like Anivia as a mid laner. I mean, she's not as flashy and she doesn't dominate as hard, but she does do pretty good damage and she has some nice zone control. Historically, she's pretty good into Katarina, I think. God, don't tell him you're not scared, man. What? Come on, bro. You can't be scared like that. Can't let him know you're scared. It's a no-no. Now, the thing about coin, Janna's the only person that I get coin with, and I think coin is overall the worst forward item, statistically. However, it does give you a lot of gold, like a lot. Like over 1,000 gold. We gotta watch that cat roam. People have started roaming at like level 4 a lot more lately. Okay, interesting. I'm just gonna flash it. Alright, who got that? Kha'Zix? Lucian. Okay, both are fine. Yeah, you do get a lot of gold. You gotta watch out for old cat. Upon the wind. Okay, she's up middle. That's fine. See, okay, I was just making sure he wasn't doing dragon. We're gonna have to back up soon. I think he just wants to put, I'm gonna try to push this in. That's one thing, you know, Janna doesn't have a lot of wave clear. Okay. Drop one of those. I shouldn't have gone in like that. I mean, if he drops a pink there, he's of course gonna blast ward over. But it is the cheapest. Its stats are pretty garbage. We'll go ahead and get one fairy charm here. But it does give you a lot of money. So that means I'm going to be able to get multiple items. I mean, I'm serious. This thing will give you like over 1,000 more gold than... because it's always like you're always going to get full value out of it compared to Spell Thieves. Spell Thieves in the mid-game, you can't proc it that much. But this, if you're around stuff, you're just constantly getting money. So... you don't get the 35 AP, which is a big deal. Or the mana regen. You do get the mana coins, but it's not quite the same. But you do get 1,000 gold, which is like half an extra item, so it's can be a big deal, you know. Janna's going to complete that Redemption Ardent Censer probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes before someone who gets the Spell Thief, so... Oh, are they trying to do dragon? Oh, okay. Nice leash. Nice leash, boys. Thank you. Oh, come on. Come on. Upon the wind. Gonna jack that off of him. God. Wow, he's so broken, man. This Kha'Zix is pretty smart. So yeah, I knew they were all really weak. I noticed that mid lane or bottom lane wasn't rotating rather, and I just was dropping a ward up there. And because I was warding, we saw a good opportunity on the Olaf. Katarina was dead. Bot lane wasn't moving. Kha'Zix is really strong. Olaf was at half health, and he just didn't want to let it go, so he got extra kills. I don't know what bot lane was thinking. They just saw us kill Kha'Zix at red, so they just lost their mind. Did Lucian get one of those? Okay. Ah, God, he's still going Bork. I mean, whatever. We're not really counting on him for all of our damage, which is good. It does feel so nice to be, like, absurdly safe, though, with Janna. Like, Sona is really good, but, like, Janna can just get out of everything, man. I don't know. Like, Sona is really, really good on this patch. But so is Janna. They're both so good in different ways. This Olaf thinks he's, like, 6-item Olaf or something. I don't know what. I really don't like Olaf. A few patches ago, I thought he was going to be good when they reworked the, or they buffed the health jungle item. But, Cinder Hulk, he's just not, man. He just feels bad, man. Just weak. Doesn't have enough power. Oh god, please don't give her more kills. How are we looking CS-wise? She's still ahead CS. It's not great. If you want to play Lucian out there, guys, boys and girls, please go Death's Dance Lucian. Just do it. Anytime you want to get a lifesteal item, just trust me, go Death's Dance. Not Fort, Death's Dance. So much better. Oh wow, the egg can teleport? I didn't ever realize that. Holy crap. Oh, it's probably coming down. Maybe. I didn't see him on that thing. I wasn't looking closely enough. Oh, he shot that the wrong way. Interesting. Wow, I didn't know that she could teleport out as an egg. If she starts it before she's egged, that's pretty crazy. I seriously have played like 10,000 games of League of Legends. I've never seen that on an Anivia. That's a pretty heads-up play. Good. Just make sure that... Well, there's not even a dragon for them to take. I forgot. Yeah, we need to watch out for that Alawi teleport too. Death Dance is particularly good when you have a Janna on your team, because that gives me more time to get another shield off. Dude, yeah, get one more, at least one more. They're all top. You gotta make him pay for being offsides. Oh, well, I was trying to get out of there, but whatever. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, it wasn't first tower, so it didn't matter anyways. Okay.
Swiftly.
You can wait on your boots too as Janna, which is really powerful. That gives you 600 extra gold Because she's so fast anyways because of her W. Like, I already have, you know, 427 move speed. Oof, this Kha'Zix is getting a little bold, a little saucy. Yeah, the ability to wait on that is just so strong. It means you get your Ardent Sensor 600 gold faster. Because Sona has to have boots too or she dies. In a lot of cases, because her base movement speed is 325 and she, I mean, her E gives her some, but it's not as good as Janna's. I don't think. Oof, wow, that was quite a lot of damage, actually. Someone was flanking over here, I didn't see who it was. I don't think they have good flankers, though. No, it's just Zillion, whatever. We got the Ocean Drake, which is nice. Probably not necessary, but Katarina just does so much damage, seemingly out of nowhere a lot of the time, that I just really don't want to mess around with it. Don't step on that. Not eat the cupcake. Let's just back up. Let's just back up.
Upon the wind.
Whoa, what got me? Oh, interesting. We can use that to crack their base. Okay. So I am rushing Ardent Sensor on her first. I've come to the realization that Ardent Sensor is just a lot more consistent. I've talked about in last videos. Redemption is still something you want, but Ardent Sensor is... yeah, this is so fast. Usually with other champions, even if I'm doing well, like I won't get Ardent Sensor until like 22 minutes. Maybe even later. 22 to 25 minutes, but because I have Eye of the Oasis and that thing's giving me 1,000 gold right now, and because I don't have to buy boots too for 600 gold, you know, I'm sitting on like an extra, probably almost 1,000 gold, because you will get some gold off of spell fees, obviously, but this is probably at least 400 or 500 more gold than you'd have at this point in the game.
As you wish.
Okay, well, he's going to use it on a tier 2 top. I guess that's fine, but like you could so easily get that in the middle with it. Like, yeah, you're probably going to get a tier 2 top with it, but like, you could get an inhibitor turn with it. I don't think it's going to determine the outcome of this game, but... Ooh. God. A lot of extra damage. giving him shield, giving him that extra attack speed. Someone was asking me, does the on-hit trigger on towers? Someone messaged and asked me that. The answer is no. On-hit is only for champion. Unless it specifically says towers, unless it's AD, then it's not going to apply to towers. Like, obviously, anything that impacts your auto attack damage is going to... I gotta flash out. She can kill me. I gotta respect Katarina. We don't have evolution.
As you wish.
No, run, dude, run, dude, run, dude.
Swiftly.
Guys. I'm getting dumb. Guys, get out. I just want the coin. Alright, let's go.
As you wish.
Well, he's too fed, and I'm also giving him like 350, 400 health shields. I mean, you see how big that shield is every time I put it on him. Alright, so that's it for Janna. I mean, Janna is still really powerful. Yeah, I mean, I do think that, like I said, the combination that I'm coming to appreciate after just playing Janna right then is you don't have to get boots too quickly, like you do with Sona, because you're already so fast, and you already have such a large sort of distance you can put between people because you have your shield is 800 range. Whereas, you know, with Sona, you need to get closer so that you can give those auras to people in fights. But Janna can play pretty far in the back, and she's just naturally really fast and has a ton of disengage. So she's very, very safe, which translates into a 600 gold benefit here. And she doesn't need the Eye of the Oasis. I mean, it would be nice on, or Eye of the Watchers. It's nice on her, but you just lose so much gold off of it. I mean, this I probably had at least 400 or 500 gold, even at the time when I left, over what I would have with Eye of the Watchers, even on someone like Sona, because you just can't trigger it outside of lane. And frankly, once they get a BF sword in lane, then it's still hard to trigger it as Sona because you have to get so close to poke them. So this just generates way, way more gold. I mean, it'd be interesting to look and see how much. Let's see, 35 AP times is worth about 21.75 each. It's about 760 gold worth of like really good stats on Eye of the Watchers. This has the 10% CDR also, and it gives a 50% mana regen, which is probably roughly equal to the coin. Has the same health on it. So yeah, it's basically comes down to you get 760 gold worth of useful stats AP on it, which this does not have. And then if you hold it for a while, it's also cheaper though. It's 300 gold cheaper. So really all you need is like 460 extra gold on Eye of the Oasis to pay for those stats. Now it's less slot efficient. So if you get to 6 items in Eye of the Oasis, it's much worse than Watchers. But getting that extra gold over time, I think, pays for itself. You do get an Elixir of Skill, which is nice for an extra skill point. She doesn't need that escape that you can get with Watchers. So Watchers is nice for the escape. But I think saving that 300 gold and generating an extra 450 you know, by like the 25-minute mark is okay. I still think Eye of the Oasis is probably the worst one, but it's the best one on Janna. And, you know, you get Ardent Sensor really fast. So I think I had a 17-minute Ardent Sensor, something like that. And that's because I saved 600 here, and I got 400 more off of this. So that's like 1,000 gold faster to get that Ardent Sensor, which is a huge deal. So we'll see. I'm not entirely sure how Janna's going to be in 7.12. I still think she's going to be amazing. It's just going to be, you know, the Athene's Unholy Grail is going to be really strong on a lot of champions. I'm not sure how amazing it's going to be on Janna. I might still get it. I mean, her W does some pretty good damage in fights. Let me look at this really quickly. So if you get to around 200 AP, you'd have to get Eye of the Watchers, though. That's the thing, is Eye of the Watchers also gives you 50%. It gives you AP. What is going on? Oh. It gives you 50% mana regen, which scales with the new Redemption, which is good. It gives you 50% mana regen, and the 35 AP. Which does some decent damage. Shield will heal you. I mean, you can throw autos in fights. I mean, maybe you should just get Athenes even on Janna. Here's the Athenes I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and put it at the end of this video. Janna video. Zeke's is not going to be a good item for Janna. I think it's going to be good on a lot of tanks. Maybe Karma. This is the item I'm talking about. So, it comes with 50 ability power on it, because it's going to give you 100% base mana regen. So it basically comes with, and it gives you 5 ability power per 25% additional base mana regen that you have. Now someone asked me what says base, so does that mean that items don't give it to you? No, because items are expressed as a flat number. If we look at this, it's just a flat number. It's 11.5 to 18.3. So anytime it says percentages, then it is directly talking about items that you could get. So because this has 5 per 25, this times 4, 20. So it comes with 50 ability power, 30 magic resist, 10% cooldown reduction, the mana regen itself. That right there is a good bargain. I mean, if we look at 50 ability power, you know, 1087, magic resist is worth 18 a pop, so we've got 1088, got 1628. Cooldown reduction, I think they value that at 255. I thought it was more valuable than that, but that's still pretty good. Fairy Charms are 125 gold for 25%, so 125 times 4 is 500. Okay, and there you have it. So it's already more than gold efficient, not even including its blood charges and including its dissonance. So this bonus stuff here. And this is what I'm interested in. This is an extra heal shield, so it's up to 25% of the damage dealt to champions. Now, Sona's obviously the best at this, because if you just spam your Q in a team fight and auto-attack people, you're going to deal a lot of damage, and you're going to heal a lot more. And I didn't think I would get this on Janna, but it might still even be worth to get it if you just auto-attack a couple of times at people with a Zephyr. That's on a pretty long cooldown, though. It's not going to be amazing on Janna, but even if you don't really use the blood charges that well, I still think just having the extra scaling AP and you know, everything else that it gives you, the CDR, all that stuff is still good even without the blood charges, I think. I mean, heck, if you hit them with this, if you have 200 AP, that's 380. Oops, 0.25. That's still going to be an extra, like, 100 heal on your shield. Or 100 AP on your shield. No, 100 heal. It's still going to be an extra 100 heal, and then with your plus healing and shielding, it's going to be an extra 120 heal that comes off of your shield. So, I still think even if you just hit people with Zephyr, or just auto-attack people a few times, it's all damage. Like, auto-attacks, heals, shields, tornadoes, all that. So it's not going to be as good of an item on Janna as it is on Sona, but you might still want to get it. Another thing that might, in 7.12, that might make Janna pretty good is, well, obviously Redemption. This has triple the scaling off of healed shield power, though. So if you have, like, Mikhail's, now that does, yeah, extra plus healing, and then it's going to scale on this. There's something else I thought that interacted with Mikhail's, maybe not. Oh, it has the regen on it. I think it still has 100% regen, so the 100% regen will also scale with Athene's to give you an extra 20 AP. So I don't know. I still think Janna's going to be really good in the next patch. We'll just see. If she gets knocked a little bit off of her high horse, I'm okay with that, because she's so strong anyway. She can afford to lose a little bit of power and still be really strong. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.